Baseball Magazine just released its 2026 Series 1 Sumo trading card set. And since we just hit the 1-year anniversary of our channel, I figured it'd be fun to go back to our roots and open up another box of cards. But to celebrate our 2,000 plus subscribers and over 100,000 video views, let's make the special and open up 2 boxes. But before we rip into these packs, let's take a look at what these boxes have to offer. Each BBM 2026 Sumo box contains 20 packs of cards, and each pack has 6 cards, including 1 glitter parallel card that's like the base cards, but shinier. The glitter cards were not produced for the 28 Juryo wrestlers in the series. Here's a look at what comprises the 90 card base set. Using the rankings from the November 2025 Basho, there are cards for the 42 top division wrestlers, 28 Juryo wrestlers, 6 opening pitch cards featuring various sumo wrestlers throwing the first pitch at baseball games, 4 cards commemorating the 100th anniversary of the Japan Sumo Association, 6 Lucky Charm cards featuring candid looks at wrestlers including Ura juggling, 1 card commemorating Endo's retirement, 2 featuring wrestlers who were promoted to Juryo following the November tournament, and 1 celebrating Ao Nishiki's first ever Yusho and his promotion to Ozeki. There are also special insert cards. First off are the autographs. There are 14 different wrestler autographed cards in the series, including Onosato, Ao Nishiki, Mita, and Asano Yama. Depending on the card, they are limited between just 30 to 90 in total production. There's also Giant Star and Rising Star inserts. The gold foil version of these are limited to 50, but the purple foil ones are limited to just 1. Hopefully I'll be able to find one of these inserts in one of these boxes I picked up. Alright, let's open some packs. Okay, I'm going to put this one off to the side for a bit so we get a little bit more space. Hopefully we'll do better than we did last year. Last year I opened up the 2025 Series 1 and I was not able to land any autographs or any insert cards. So, yeah. Open. Let's see what we get. Alright, so to start off, we got Kimbozan, Nishiki Fuji, Tamashoho, Tanawaka, 100th anniversary card, and here is one of the shiny cards, I believe. Is it? Or did I miss it? Yep, it's one of the shiny cards. You can see a little bit of glimmer on the Wakataka Kage. Put this to the side. Put these base cards out to the side and we'll keep opening. I was asked in my post where I was able to pick up these cards. I picked these up at buy.com. It's a Japanese site that lets you buy from different Japanese merchants like eBay or Mercari, and I picked this up off of Mint Mall. So here's Caillou, Sanayama, put this aside, Tamawashi. Here's one of the first pitches. This is Toki Hayate. Here's a Sada Naomi. And I think this is our glitter card of Ryuden. Cool. Keep going. Alright. Here's our Ao Nishiki. There's another first pitch with Daisho. Another Nishiki Fuji, I don't think I have him yet. Takeru Fuji and Asa Kuryu, who just made his debut in the last tournament. There's Yoshino Fuji. My apologies for being a little bit quieter than I am in my other videos. I tend to take a lot more takes in my other videos, so having one long take is a little different for me. Here's Haku Oho. Zakura, Shonen no Umi, Hitoshi. Oh, we got our hit right away. Here we go. This is an Ono Sato autograph card. I am slightly shaking as I am right now. Let me get a nice container for this. Wow, that was much faster than I had expected. Last year I bought Series 2 for the 2025 cards, and I picked up a Mahoshoryu. I'll show that toward the end of the video because it's downstairs, but let's get this guy in a nice container and put him off to the side. Ooh. That is really cool. I have both Yokozuna now. Sorry for the glossiness. And it is number 57 out of 60. Very cool. It's probably going to be the only hit from this box, but I don't care. That's just awesome. All right, let's keep going. Alright, got Daiseisan, Asakuryu. Here's Ura juggling. There's the Takayasu. Okay, so I had seen this in there's a sumo trading card Facebook group, and someone had brought this up. So Hakuoho has never been in the Sanyaku, but there seems to be a miscoloration with his card because, whoop, sorry about that, hit the camera. Because Takayasu is in Sanyaku in this one, and he has a nice red background. If you take a look at all the other just Magashira ranked wrestlers, they all have a blue one. So that's an error, but it's probably not going to be changed. Let's go to Shoho. And the other Waka brother, there's Wakamoto Haru. We'll keep going. And we're getting all of our first pitches out of the way. Here's Shodai throwing the first pitch. There's another Daisho first pitch. Shonen no Umi, Mitaki Umi, Toa Kuryu, and Ichi Yamamoto. Now if I this would have been way cooler if Ono Sato didn't come toward the end of the video, but hey, maybe we get a second hit on this in the second box. Alright, here's Midori Fuji, Tommy Fuji, who will finish second in the last tournament, Tochi Taikai. There's a normal Yoshino Fuji. Here's one of our Yokozuna, Hoshoryu, with a purple background. And then our shiny Hiradoumi. This next pack has for us Kaio, Chiyoshima. Here are Yoshino Fuji, Koto Eho, and Fuji no Kawa. There's a Shodai, there's an Ura, and then here's a shiny version of the Toki Hayate first pitch. I've been a fan of collecting trading cards ever since I was a kid. I used to collect a lot of baseball cards and basketball. Never really got that much into football, or hockey for that matter, but Yeah, I mean, when I got into sumo, this was the first thing I gravitated towards. Here's a Wakamoto Haru. Here's a Koto Zakura. Hatsuyama, who had the worst debut. I'm sorry, tied for the worst debut for a top division wrestler when he finished 2-13 in the last tournament. Ryuden. Here's a bunch of Gyoji. Maybe? You can correct me if I'm wrong. Here's a shiny Meisei. Alright, next pack. Fuji Seiyun, Yonoyama, Daiseisan, Kirishima, Wakataka Kage, and a shiny Shishi. How's it look up there? Oh, it's just a mess of things on my table from that screen. I'll pause after I finish this box so I can clean up a little bit, and then we'll bring out the second box. Alright, let's take a look at this pack. Shinoryu. There's another Kinbozan. There's a normal Shishi. There's Takayasu again. Kyoto Shoho, and then the shiny Kirishima. So we have a Wakamoto Haru. So I believe there's a Kazuki card. I believe these are the new Jurios. I know that's something they just added to this series that I haven't seen in previous ones. So we got Roga, Tochi Taikai, Fuji Okawa, and a shiny Oho. I'm just gonna take all these out of the box and we'll go from there. It'll be a lot easier. Yeah, so these are the seventh and eighth boxes I've ever bought. First 6 only ever got me 2 autograph cards, so yeah, this improved my average with the Onosato. There's another Haku Oho, another one of those, another Roga, Fuji. Here we go, here's a shiny Aonishiki after he won the November tournament. Very cool. I also noticed I put Wakamoto Haru in the wrong pile. That would annoy me, and I'm sure probably annoyed some of you guys over the last minute. Alright, we'll keep going. Alright, Tommy Fuji, another first pitch with Ichi Yamamoto, Abi, Ura juggling again, Kotozan, is a shiny Tobizaru. This one, put it back down here. Kiri, there's a Tomokazi, I think that's the first one I pulled of him. First Ichi I pulled. Juno Fuji and Kitanoumi. There we go for history cards, and a shiny Atami Fuji. Alright, let's keep going. Let's see what else we got. So we got here Umi. Here's a Taka no show in this first pitch. I think that's the first one of those we picked up. Here's the first Onosato base we got. Here's Shoryu making a heart. Chirinoumi and a shiny Midori Fuji. Oh, and here's the Endo card. So this is his card after his retirement to honor his career. It's Hatsuyama, Wakanosho, Toki Hayate again, Fuji Ryoga, and the shiny one. This. Alright, then we're down to 3 packs now. Katsu has been very disappointing over the last few tournaments. Ryuden, Wakanosho, there's a Mita, hopefully he heals up at some point, Shirokuma, and here's Daisho, first pitch, it's shiny. Mukumaru, Daisho, there's another Onosato base, Ichi Yamamoto, Oho again, and then the shiny version of the Endo. Toki Hayate, Ganoyama, there's the Oho. Here's that awesome picture of Onosato and Hoshoryu. I love this picture so much. This is just pretty. There, Oshiumi, and then Ichi, that's shiny. Alright, I'm gonna pause for a second, clean up this mess, and I'll be right back. Alright, let's open up the second box. I am hoping to get a shiny Aonishiki in this one. I really would like an Aonishiki autograph, but I am not going to be greedy. You know what? I'm going to pull out all the packs in this one first, so I don't have to do it later. Alright, let's get cracking. So the first pack, let's see what we get. Roga, first pitch Takanosho, more Jurio cards, and a shiny Onosato. I like that. Yoshino Fuji. Ooh, the other Jurio debut. First pitch, anniversary, shiny Koto Shoho. Koto Shoho had such a weird year last year. It might have been one of the most unexpected champions I've ever seen. There's Hatsuyama, there's Tamo Shoho, there's another one of those. Ooh, that's a shiny thing down there. Okay. There's Haku Oho, that's Hakuyozan. And here is a treasure card of Fujinokawa and a shiny Tomokaze. This is neat. I have never seen a treasure card in person. So, see a nice little like golden boss in the front. Number 44 out of 50. Wow, this is cool. I've never had 2 shiny cards or 2 hits in 2 boxes before. I am going to pause for a second because I did not bring enough stuff up here to keep these intact. So I will be right back. Alright, as you can see, I tossed the Fujinokawa into a case. And, it's not a rookie, but this is his first year. And if, in case you're wondering what previous autographs look like, here's what last year's Series 2 autograph of Hoshoryu looked like versus, let's go with that, versus how this year's looks like. And here's what 2021's looked like. These are all the autograph cards I've ever found inside boxes. Alright, let's keep going. I'm also going to guess that I'm not going to get another hit for the rest of this, but who knows? Maybe we get lucky. Alright. Ichi, Tomokaze, here's another Endo, Gonayama, another Oho, Shiny Shodai. Takumi Meisei, Nishinoryu, Garayama, Toshi, Shiny Daisho. I'm not gonna lie, I'm in a good mood. I got 2 shiny cards. I'm very happy. Mukumara, Taoshoho, Kaio, Shiden, Takanosho, Shoryu for Heart, Shiny. Ichi first pitch. Ryuden. First pitch Toki Hayate, Tamawashi, Ura, Shiny Koto. It's crazy that a year ago he almost became Yokozuna. I mean, seriously, he was in that chase with Hoshoryu, and then just injuries just ended his chances. Got that. Abi, Nawashi Yoshimune, Shiny Chiyoshima. Come on, Shiny Onishiki. That's what I'm rooting for right now. Umi, Abi, Midori Fuji, Kinbozan. Another Onishiki winning. Whoop. Another Ura juggling. I believe this one's a shiny one, right? Yep. Katsu, Shigi, Shodai, Fuji. I think that might be the first Hideneumi I've gotten all day. It's a Shonen Umi shiny. Tanawaka, Meisei, Toki Hayate, Daisho first pitch, Kazi Kino. Shiny Asakoryu, Seizan, Kirishima, Shishi, Soshoryu, first pitch Ura, Shiny Onosato next to Cherry Blossoms. I don't think we've gotten the normal one of that yet. Juryoga, Shioshoma, Sada no Umi, it's a shiny Abi. Let's keep marching forward. Let's see what else we get. Let's see. Oho, Shikigi, Takayasu, Juryo. Umi. Don't believe we've seen any shiny parallels of the Juryo guys, but they might not have them for the series. I haven't looked very closely. Satsuyama, Shodai, Mita, Terakazi, Sanoyama. Shiny version of this one. Alright, we're down to 4 packs. Juryo first pitch. Juryo. Shiny Gotoyama. Alright, down to 3. Yasu, Ura Juggling, Oho, Koto Zakura, Juryoga, Shiny Onokatsu, starting to feel like I'm not going to get a shiny version of that Nishiki base card. Ryuden, Heart, Juryo, Normal Nishiki, Kimbozan, Shiny Oho. Alright, last pack, come on. Let's see what we can get. Oho, Askoryu, Fujinokawa, Sada no Umi, Takara Fuji, and Toki Hayate. Okay, cool. Well, these are obviously the 2 best cards I got in the 2 boxes. This is awesome. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching me for the last half an hour opening up packs of cards. I'm gonna have some new videos coming up soon about all sorts of things. Plus, the preview for the upcoming March tournament. But as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.